Hey everyone, welcome to a gloomy, gray, rainy day here in the Twin Cities. Today I just want to talk real quickly about our case break pricing structure. I've had a few people ask me recently, how do I come up with my prices? And it's actually, it's both a complex and a very simple system, which I believe is very fair. Those that have been with me for quite a while know that I've been kind of tinkering with this system, but I think I've perfected it, and a lot of people seem to be happy with it. Now, before I go any further, I just want to make sure that we all know this is just about how I price my own brakes, and this is in no way me telling other breakers how to price their own brakes, nor is this my way of telling you what to look for in other breakers' prices. There are three major factors in determining each team's price in our brakes: cost, checklist, and product breakdown. First, let's talk about cost. Now, there are a lot of factors that go into pricing a case brake, cost being probably the biggest one of them. There are a lot of things that any breaker needs to pay for. The biggest one, obviously, being the product. Other fees such as PayPal fees, shipping, supplies, all of that goes towards determining what each team price is going to be. Now, the next big factor in determining pricing in our brakes here at Kraken Wax is, of course, the checklist. And what I do is, after a checklist has been officially released, I go in and one by one, I pour through that checklist and I break it down not only by team, but also by category. And what I mean by that is, first of all, since we only do hobby brakes here, I eliminate any of the retail items on that checklist because obviously we're not going to be pulling any of the retail items. Now, of course, naturally, I'll be breaking it down by team, but I'm also separating out base cards, inserts, and hits. The third factor is going to be the product breakdown, and that's exactly what's expected in a box or a case and how the checklist impacts it. Here's an example of just how this works. Recently, we busted a case of 2017 Heritage. Now, we knew going in only to expect 12 hits to come out of that case. Now, after doing the checklist breakdown, for instance, we knew the A's were only going to have 7 hits advertised on that checklist. So what my system does is it compares those numbers and determines what are the odds going to be that I'm going to pull any one of those 7 ace hits out of that one case. Now what this means is that in the case of like 2017 Heritage, the base and insert cards are going to impact the price of each team way more than the hits are going to. Now, I'm also the kind of guy that's not going to gouge you just because you've got a really big star, Hall of Famer, or up-and-coming rookie on your team. I'm still going to base it on what the odds are that I'm going to pull that card, because odds are those big stars and huge prospects and Hall of Famers, they're going to be way harder to pull than anybody else. On the other hand, a hit-heavy product, well, the hits are going to impact the pricing of each team a lot more than the base and the inserts will. Well, I hope that makes sense. But if you have any questions, don't be afraid to hit me up on Twitter at Kraken Wax. If you like what you see here, please head to krakenwax.com. Sign up for our Group Breaks mailing list if you want to be one of the first to get in on one of our next case breaks. If you want to see what it's like to be part of our case breaks, check out one of these case break videos. Be sure to subscribe to keep up to date on all of our future videos and broadcasts. And as always, keep cracking that wax.